The wealthy think of multiple sources of income, while the poor only think of one source of income for their livelihood. Hello, good people. This is Stella, your regular host on the Family Enrichment Hub. I'm delighted to be starting a new series today, which I have titled Money Matters in the Family. Money is an important aspect of our well-being as individuals, as a society, as a nation, and generally at family level. Money drives lives and economies. Money is such a big issue everywhere. Money affords us the basics and the necessities of life. And so without money, life would truly be such a struggle. And because of the importance of money within our society, money can be a source of blessing or it can be a source of pain at both individual level and at the household level. And so allow me to just share some insights on why we need to be talking about money at the household level. The Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19, that money answers to all things. Why? Because money buys your car, money buys your food, money builds your house, money takes your children to school, money virtually does everything that we need to live comfortable lives. And so it's important for us to talk about it so that we can be able to manage it appropriately at the household level. The quality of life and the options that are available to you are all determined by how much money you have. For you to be able to take your children to quality schools, you need money. For you to eat certain kinds of foods that you desire, you need to talk money. For you to be able to live in a certain kind of house that you truly desire for yourself and for your family, we need to talk about money. So it's important for us to talk about money matters at household level because money literally affords us all the comforts and the basics of life. The uncertainties of life demand that we also talk about money matters at household levels. For those of us who have regular jobs and you're earning a salary on a monthly basis, it's good for us to talk about the uncertainty of you wake up one day and you no longer have a job, or your health fails you and you can no longer report to your place of work. What happens to your family? So we need to talk about money in that regard. What happens? How do we manage life even when our source of income has stopped coming in? The changing societal dynamics also demand that we actually have money conversations at household level. In the past, when parents took their children to school, the expectation was that when these children eventually start working, they would take on the responsibility of looking after their elderly parents. However, I notice this trend is slowly but surely changing within the society. It is no longer an automatic expectation that children will actually take care of their parents. In fact, what we are noticing is that children continue to demand livelihood even from their elderly parents. So it's important for us to have these conversations so that we can be able to manage and navigate the new dynamic of sustaining ourselves even when we reach the stages where we are no longer actively working. The Bible tells us that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. That is the expectation of the Bible from us, that whatever we do, we must pass it on, not just to our children, but to our grandchildren as well. An inheritance can speak to so many things. It could include a good family name. It could include a good legacy. It could include a good work ethic that you pass on to your children. It could include money and property as well. So, for us to be able to pass on money and property and so many other things to our children and their children as well, we need to have money conversations at household level so that in that way we shall come up with winning strategies that can be able to help us to understand how to earn, how to multiply, and how to keep money at household level. Research indicates that money is the leading cause of divorce amongst couples world over. And because of the importance of money, both to individuals and to households, we need to talk about it so that we can turn the statistics around from being a source of pain and a curse to the family and turn money into a conversation that will eventually become a source of blessing to our households and not a source of pain. We should talk about money at household level so that we gain knowledge on what we need to do to earn, to grow, and to keep money working for us at household level. Like somebody rightly said, that anything that does not grow will eventually die. And even money, if you do not grow it through production and investment, it will eventually die. So we need to be equipped aright with knowledge on how to multiply and manage our money to make it a blessing to our families and not a curse to the family. Life is lived in phases. There is the dependence stage where you're still in school and you're surviving on your parents and your guardians. And then there is the active work stage where you are sustaining yourself and also the livelihood of your family is dependent on you. And then there is the third stage, the consumption stage, where people have now left active work and they have actually retired. Those are the three stages of life. So, for us to be able to sustain and keep ourselves during the consumption stage, which is inevitably coming. We are eating, we need quality health care, and yet we are not earning an income. How do we sustain ourselves? How do we keep thriving even when we are not meaningfully working? But we should be able to live quality and comfortable lives in that stage. That is the importance of talking about money at household level. Any financial dysfunction within the family has a way that it affects every aspect of the household. When there is a dysfunction in the way we are earning and managing money at the household, it creates a lot of pain and frustration. It causes a lot of stress. It causes a lot of bickering and quarrels between the couple. It causes the bills to lag behind in payments. It causes untold suffering at the household level. And so it's important for us to appreciate that we need to talk about money so that we can manage these dysfunctions and control them from managing us. That's why you notice in so many families, when parents do not have money, that is a time when they are extremely edgy. That's a time when they are so touchy. It's a time when they are so irritable. They are so quarrelsome. They are so unapproachable. Money dynamics has a way that it affects our emotional, our psychological, and our mental well being. And so, because of the importance of money in our general well being as humans, we need to talk about it so that money matters do not negatively impact our relationships at household level. It's also worth noting that it's not how much you make that matters at the end of the day. What is truly critical is what you do with what you earn. How are you able to multiply the money that you're earning today so that it can be able to sustain you in the unforeseeable future? That is what truly matters. The more reason for us to have these money talks at family level. As households, we are all struggling to create beautiful legacies for our children. The way we manage our money at household level determines what our children will do, because many times children copy and model what their parents do. So if we manage our finances excellently, we are creating an excellent example for our children to copy and emulate from us. So we need to talk about money so that our children have a beautiful place to learn from how to manage their money. We also need to talk about money so that we can learn and apply the principles that work when it comes to earning, multiplying, and keeping our money at household level. Like the Bible says in Proverbs 24, verse 5, that a man of knowledge increases in strength. The knowledge you know with regard to how to make money, how to grow money, and how to keep money will enable you to increase your strength in managing your finances at household level and using finances as a source of blessing and not a source of pain for your household. Effort and smart work is what is needed for us to make money and to grow money within our households, not laziness and mere words. Friends, let's use money as a source of blessing, as a source of joy, as a source of peace, as a source of unity that brings us together at household level and not otherwise. I want to conclude with this. We are told that dig your well before you're thirsty. Work, save, and invest now, and you'll enjoy all the phases of your life. Thank you for listening in. Catch you next week as we continue to explore more money matters within the family. God bless you. Bye.